after joining terrorist groups. Who's going to let them say that there is a mask?
So the Zone 9 bloggers, you've detained them under the anti-terrorism proclamation of 2009, which itself has been criticised widely. And again, I refer you to the African Commission.
None of those who criticised us has not given us any objective reality that they are not member of.
The African Commission suggested you repeal, amend the.
That's wrong. The African Commission has no right to do so. Do
you not sign up? Are you not a signatory then to freedom?
No. Look,
the freedom
you have to understand the whole
declaration.
picture. We have responded to the African Commission of Human Rights. That's not their mandate. They are mistaken to do so. That's not possible to do so. By the way, we have given them a right answer because they are going beyond. They are pushed from outside by some groups we know. That let's put this aside. But the whole thing is anyone who masks itself in the name of journalism, which is a very noble job and profession, working for the terrorist groups, we will.
Is that what you really believe?
Yes, I believe there is evidence. There is evidence, clear evidence.
What is the evidence against the Zone 9 bloggers, for instance? They haven't been charged. They've been imprisoned for over a year.
They are in the process of the court.
Repeatedly denied bail. What is the evidence against them?
They are being in the court. This is a court process. It's taking time. You can ask the judges.
This is against all their human rights as well, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Everyone is.
It's
everyone
not. In the United States, those terrorists has taken many years. You have never criticized that thing. This is only 1 year. It's a terrorism charge.
I think we at Al Jazeera, we would criticize human rights abuses anywhere we see it.
It takes time. It takes time, and it should take time. And it's a court process, and it should continue to do so.
Of course, I mean, that assumes that the role of the judiciary is completely independent and impartial.
Yes.
And again, I refer you to the criticisms that are out there, and that is that the Ethiopian judiciary is an extension of government, of the ruling party, and doesn't.
You can.
This is a real criticism that's been made.
This is an insult for an independent judiciary system of Ethiopia. It's not an extension of the government system. Of course, it's a branch of government, but it's not an extension of the executive branch.
There is separation between the judiciary and government and the executive branch.
Yes.
What will happen next to the Zone 9 bloggers? Because this is, as you know, is creating a huge amount of concern around the world.
It's up to the judiciary system to decide.
Why didn't you consider the recommendation then that you amend or repeal completely the anti-terrorism proclamation? Why don't you do away with that?
No, we will not do it because, look, this time, every country is revising its anti-terrorism law. Ours is below that. In every standard, we say that we have only copied the anti-terrorism law from the British law.
Which is a flawed law. David Cameron has been forced into amending it. It's been hugely criticised for impinging upon the civil rights of Britain.
Has strengths in it.
Certain sections of it have had to be amended.
The French also has strengths in it. The Australians has strengths in it. Everyone this time.
What is the terrorism threat that Ethiopia faces?
Of course it is.
Where is it coming from?
It's coming from the terrorists, Al-Shabaab, from Gimbot 7, from the ONLF, all those terrorist groups, which are labelled by our parliament as terrorist groups.
Do you really believe then that these bloggers, the 6 bloggers and the 3 journalists, do you really believe that they might have associations with?
I might be criticized by the judiciary system because in the process, but I can tell you, but this is in the process of the judiciary system, and I cannot officially say at this time what they have done and what they have to prove it, because otherwise I might influence the judiciary system if I give this information. But otherwise, I have a clear evidence, and my government has a clear evidence that they are connected with one of the terrorist groups. I will not tell you now.
When do you think they'll be charged, and when do you think this judicial process will be ended?
I think you have to ask the judges. It's not in